The survey found that 78% of Gibraltar's adult population gambles in some form, a much higher number than the UK's 48%. This includes the 51% of respondents who said they played the government lottery. Survey co-organiser Joe Abergel said the results of the survey will be discussed at the upcoming forum, which will also look at issues including financial crime and the effectiveness of fines.
So next week we're hosting the 4th Ethical Gambling Forum conference in Gibraltar, where we bring together all the industry stakeholders to try to kind of challenge the gambling industry on some of the ethical dilemmas it faces. And our keynote speaker is a gambling disorder social worker from Pennsylvania in the US. And she's going to be covering the prevalence of gambling in general. And she was asking us if we had any local statistics that she could share. And I was asking around and there wasn't really anything. So we thought, let's just do a little survey just to try and, test the waters here locally and see how many people are gambling, what kind of ages, if they're doing online gambling, how many online accounts do they have. And so the results were quite surprising. We got a very broad mix of ages responding to the survey.
Fewer than half of those who play the lottery see this as gambling, however, although it is defined as such by the Gambling Commission. Just under 5% of respondents gamble daily and feel this is beyond their financial means.
So one of the questions was like, do you gamble daily or multiple times a day? And a separate question was like, are you concerned about your gambling? And it was the exact same result for both of those questions. So I think it's indicating that there are people that are verging onto problem gambling here. They're clearly admitting it's not within their financial means. And some of them then went on to say that they wouldn't know where to go locally to seek help. So I think that is a little bit concerning. And they were very willing to answer that question and to tell us that, their gambling is not within their control, really.
And a number of respondents raised concerns over gambling among young people, especially within online games.
I think the blurring between gaming and gambling, a lot of young people these days are video gaming, so things like Fortnite and FIFA, and there are opportunities within both of those games to spend money, which is essentially gambling. They just kind of get around it. So I think young people are very exposed to it from a young age due to the rise of the internet and technology, and they don't necessarily realise that it's gambling.
The Ethical Gambling Forum will take place next week on the 29th and 30th. The full agenda can be found on our website.